Fresno? Fresno. Okay. So we're in Fresno, California, and what we're going to do in this bathroom, one part at a time. Hopefully, here we're going to demo back this tub. So homeowners are going to do the demo in here. You got tile surround right now, three tile shower walls, and then it looks like fiberglass tub is installed. And what they'd like to do is be able to just install a shower pan in here, whether it's going to be tile or whether we're going to do fiberglass pan, that needs to come out. So, you know, as much demo as they can do, great, and then we'll take over from there. But we do need to jackhammer the floor, and you can recess 3 inches. We'd like to come out 34 inches before we hit the flat floor surface, which is a little bit wider. That's like a 30-inch tub that's in there right now, about 32 maybe to the edge of tile. So once that all comes out, we'll get a pan in there. We are going to get a hold of our tile contractor, have him come out and give him a price on doing tile. Meanwhile, we're going to start looking at some fiberglass solutions and see whether that's a better choice. Also, we want to give him a price on relocating this shower valve. So tub spout's going to go away. Obviously, the drain's going to go away and get reconfigured on the first proposal. Second proposal, we need to get tied into the existing water piping and get it up and overhead and over to this wall. Reason being is when you hop into the shower, if you're spraying this way and the door is on this end standing away, you're going to lose a lot of water here. So we recommend moving it over to there. If the price doesn't seem right, or you think you can get by with containing the water and leaving the valve in place, obviously that's a better choice because, you know, the cost to move it over is going to be a little bit more. So anyways, we're going to get back to the office and get a proposal sent out, make a phone call to the tile contractor. Outside of that, this inspection is done. So we are in Clovis, California. We just finished demoing out this shower base. There was a tub installed here, and then tile walls. The homeowner came in, took all the tile out, took the tub out, demoed it back for us. What we did is came in and installed the new, actually jackhammered out this base. You know, so we're out, I think, 32 by the full 60. And there's some perimeter left. You can see around the edge, there's a little bit of perimeter. You know, some tile guys, they want it all gone. Other tile guys, they want that little lip left because that's where that's their top course. You know, so and we're not sure who the tile person is. So you can certainly knock that out with a hammer. We don't like to undermine it too much with a jackhammer. The reason being, you got a 2x4 wall, take a jackhammer, you're too close, and it knocks everything out. And then what's the wall sit on? We don't know. 2x6 wall, not as bad, but it was boxed out already at rough installation. They take a big plastic tub box and they put it in there, and so you can see it's undermined already where that box was at. But you can see out here, especially where this corner tie-in is right there, you can see solid concrete underneath, solid concrete in the corner, and then of course this wall, solid concrete around. So they're going to come in and put a 1.5 inch green plate down here. I recommend, you know, get the lino pulled back, get some heavy-duty construction adhesive, glue it down, screw it down, make sure it's nice and tight, and then we're going to leave it up to the tile guy, whoever he chooses to come in and get slope from the back end down to the drain. So it's about 1 foot off, 15.5 out. We wanted 16, but we didn't get it, so we're off a little bit. But so it's 15.5 off that back wall, that side wall to it, and then this is about 11 out. So they're going to slope down to it, and then of course from there slope down to it. It is adjustable. You got about an 8-inch piece, a riser in there. So where it's buried right now, there's an 8-inch piece of pipe in there, and of course that top piece that's taped off, that adjusts upward about 1 inch to 1.25 inches. So you can raise it, you can't lower it anymore. So if you decide to do something different and it's outside of the parameters for your tile guy, let's say he comes in and says, no matter what I do with that, a drain's too high, it's too low, whatever you need, you know, call us, we'll come out before he, you know, before he does anything in here. If he wants it lower, tell us, you know, we'll come out here, we'll cut it, get it down to where he wants it, whoever it is, and if he needs it raised, we can raise it. I would prefer that we do it. Tile guys certainly can, you know, handle cutting pipe and gluing, but if they cut it and glue it, it becomes their pipe. We can't own someone else's work, and it's just, and there's no extra charge. Just call us, we'll come out and do it. So we're just going to clear out a little bit more of this gravel right here. Some of the bigger chunks, we're going to leave a lot of it in here because they're going to need that as a base, or they're going to have to start bringing in sand in here. Anyway, so you get with your tile guy, whoever that's going to be, and get this figured out. valves in wall, I guess it's going to stay right where it's at. It's not quite center of what the new opening is going to be, but that's fine. Just want to get some protection on that little brass piece that's stubbed out of the front of the valve. Tape it off or something, because that's where all your hardware mounts to. And of course, put something around that copper. And that's it. So, demoed the toilet, threw it out in the side yard, and flange is in fair to middling shape. Not so bad. You can change the bolts if you want. Get your toilet set down there. Dollar plugs in there. Just leave it in there until you're ready to set your toilet. If you're going back on lino, then a wax ring with a horn on it. One will be fine. If you ever come back in here and do tile, you'll probably need 2 wax rings. But and if you want us to set it, certainly give us a holler. We did shut off, and right now I don't see any leaking out of this valve. If you start to notice any leaking in here, let me know. We'll have to get like a temporary supply line and cap it off and put it on there just to contain the water. But right now it looks like it's pretty dry, and probably want to cover that with a rag, or I'll put some tape on it, something like that. Anyways, with this cleaned up, and outside of that, we are done.